It's Ballbusters Comedy, so sit back and be nice. Check in on Facebook at happy hour price. Buy one at a minimum and never pay a cover. Playing pool is free when the show is finally over. Alright, this podcast tonight, we have a special show with our favorite podcast guys. The name of their podcast I try to visualize. Cappuccino Cunnilingus, a coffee-smelling snatch. I've heard of morning coffee breath. This sounds much worse than that. They come in here to Players Club to see a funny show. We invite our friends and family and people we don't know. If you get offended and think that it's too crass, there's a fucking door, don't let it hit you in the ass. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, your hosts for this evening, Robert and Duncan, and your special guest, Ray Brito.
Alright, everybody, how we doing tonight?
Welcome to Players Club, everybody.
Yes.
How you doing, Ray Brito?
Are we sharing a mic?
Yeah, you and me are sharing a mic tonight.
Alright, I'm stingy.
It is your show.
Okay,
It's my show, but
it's
your show.
it's a combination of two shows.
Yeah.
There we go. So welcome to Players Club. Give it up one more time for Jay Yerkes, aka the Yerkes Circus over there, one-man band, that's right. Tonight's show, for those of you who are visiting or listening for the first time, just to explain it, the comics have been given cards with topics on the cards, and they've been given an unlimited amount of time, as much as they, time as they can, to write a set for this specific show. So majority of the material has not been done ever before. I'm pretty sure some of them are going to go into bits that they've already written that pertain to their cards. But that's okay, it's part of the show. After each set, we will then critique the comic and let them know what we liked, what we didn't like, if there's anything, and how they might be able to make it better or what have you. Most of the time, we have this guy over here who is like the Randy, he tells them they're a little too pitchy, but overall he likes them, dog. Usually I end up being the Simon of the bunch, and then sometimes, we have Mitch, who's definitely the Paula.
But tonight we have a special guest host with us. He is the host of the Gallows Humor podcast, Mr. Ray Brito.
Give it up for Ray. Hey guys, what's up? And we're doing something a little bit different tonight. No one knows the order in which they will be coming up on stage to do their set. So, without further ado, are you guys ready to get this shit kicked off? Alright, 3 people clapped and everyone else is looking at their notebook trying to write jokes about whatever the cards they got. That's great. Just a little reminder, if you are, for the live audience here, after the show you get free pool after the show. So your reward for listening to our dick jokes is to go next door and play with sticks and balls. It's great. Also, if you check in on Facebook, you get happy hour prices at the bar. That was all covered in the song, but I felt like reiterating it. All right, without further ado,
Can I make a special announcement first?
Sure.
Too? We're doing a little bit of rebranding with the podcast. I'm looking for somebody that's good with graphic design to redo our logo and stuff like that. So if you're listening at home or if you're in the crowd going, hey, I know how to do stuff on the computer, shoot me an email, cappuccinocunnilinguspodcast@gmail.com. So, yeah. Let's get the show started, guys. Let's do this really proper.
All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and dig in here and see who's first. And this first comic coming to the stage actually literally just pulled into the driveway, in the parking lot, rather. He is currently a used car salesman in Titusville. Put your hands together for Travis Allen! There we go, Travis Allen. What's up, everybody? There we go. Sorry, dude. Luck of the draw, brother.
Hey. Hi. Hello. This is.
Turn it on.
Do I need this?
You?
No. Yeah.
Hey, how you guys doing? I got here late and I didn't get any cards.
All right, Travis Allen, everybody. We're gonna, those aren't the cards. Those are the names. Tell you what, we're just gonna go ahead, put the mic back down while I pick another name. I'll get to you later. All right?
Okay, guys, Travis Allen, comedy!
know that this is live streaming, and we can more than likely edit this out as but I don't think we should. I don't think we should.
It's not going to get edited now.
That was perfect. All right. So next comic coming to the stage, who I know she has cards. I'm watching her. I'm looking right at her smoking a cigarette, all confident about her card writing ability. Put your hands together for Paige Pazanza, everybody. Paige Pazanza.
Right. Sup, Players Club! Alright. Give me a sec. Just gotta prepare appropriately. Alright, first card. Cappuccino Cunnilingus. That went way over your guys' head. I've had one of those. I'm really good at drinking coffee. Alright, my first topic tonight. It's a really light topic for me. I normally don't discuss it. It's kidnapping. Have you guys ever seen someone get kidnapped? Clap your hands if you've seen a kidnapping. All right. It's pretty cool when it happens right in front of you. As a horrible person, I saw a kidnapping once, and I just thought to myself, man, this poor skinny white girl just got pulled in this car. Good thing I'm not skinny. You could never kidnap me. I dare you. I dare one of you tonight to try to kidnap me. Good fucking luck. I hope you can bench at least 200 pounds. At least. I want to talk about people that annoy me. White people, black people, Asian, Middle Eastern, and all ethnicities in between. Tall people annoy me, short people annoy me, fat people, skinny people, people who bring parrots into bars, I mean all of them. Smokers, they're the worst. But, let's do some crowd work, right? Where are you from, sir? The Shire? No way! Fuck hobbits! Hobbits are the fucking worst! I hate those guys. Those second breakfast self-righteous pricks. I mean, really, if you were going to have someone take a ring to Mordor, wouldn't you want someone who was taller, like an elf? For every one step they take, that's 5 steps for you. It's going to get done way faster if you just let an elf do it. God, I fucking hate hobbits so much, guys. I can't believe you're from the Shire. Not even from a cool place. Whatever. Does anyone in here play RPG games online? Alright. What's up, virgins? That's out. I'm not even good at smoking. I'm not good at any of this. I play an RPG game online. It's really intense. Basically, you have like these creatures that you feed, and they level up, and you can like battle them. You can buy items. It's this really cool game. It's been around forever. It's called Neopets. You guys heard of that? Yeah. 15-year member. I pay $20 a month. It's a subscription service. I get a lot of premium features. I can basically look up the cost of items faster than all the other 13-year-olds online. And then sell those items to those 13-year-olds for money. So I've got like 13 million Neo points in the bank. And sometimes people will message me. I'm sorry, they're not people, they're children. Children will message me and they'll be like, hey, I've seen that you've been on this site for a long time. How do I get better at it? And then I start writing like, oh, you do this, this, and that. But then I can't send them the message because the child filter filters out things like email and money and call me. Just filters it right out of there. You can't talk to any of those people on there. It's a very solitary game that I'm very good at. So what I'm saying is that if any of you guys need any help, just let me know. I could probably help you with that game. I actually had a parrot on Neopets once. His name was Trogdor665. He was really smart. He was like my highest ranked pet. And I'm not really, there's no joke about it. I just wanted to let you guys know that he's really good. He's the best best Neopet in the region. Okay, so that's something that you would learn if you had a premium subscription service with Neopets. I just wanted to reiterate that again. My last card was fast food, but I think that's a stupid topic, so I'm not going to talk about that. I don't eat fast food a lot, even though my appearance is contrary to that. I cook food a lot at home, but like I've also burned down 2 houses, so maybe I should switch to fast food. Alright, that's all I've got. This was a nightmare being first. I know how tragic Alex feels on a daily basis.
Keep it going for Paige, everybody. Let her hear it.
Awful. Can someone bring me my drinks, please?
I have a question for you, Paige.
Yes.
What land in Neopets would you represent in the Altador Cup?
Obviously the Virtue Pet Space Station. Those are the evil ones.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's my answer. Any more questions?
I will say that you lost me at the whole Neopets thing. I'm sorry.
Because you're old.
It's true. It's true. I'm old and I have a life. No offense. I mean, you know, just you got your thing, and you know,
Life is relative.
I concur. I did like the kidnapping thing. I think you could go a little bit further with that. I mean, granted, again, anything that's done here tonight, you didn't have that much time to work on it and stuff like that. But for what you did, that was very funny. Like,
Thank you.
You know, the skinny girl versus, you know, you gotta.
The not skinny girls. Okay.
Well, yeah, I was trying to be.
You can say fat. We're not PC here.
All right, the skinny versus, you know, you. That was me being nice. You know, yeah, the base 200 pounds. That was funny stuff. I would probably, if you wanted to keep that joke, you could probably go deeper and like draw a picture of someone trying to kidnap you. I think that'd be like, you know, the van. You're like, hey, you eat all the candy, so they kick you out or some shit like that. I don't know. There's a bunch of different places you can go with it. Other than that, yeah, I mean, you know, it was alright for, you know, going first and stuff like that. I didn't get the you know, crowd work and the Shire and that. Where's that in the cards?
That was.
The memes? Is it?
That was under people that annoy me.
Oh, gotcha.
Hobbits.
Okay, cool. All right, yeah, I got nothing else.
Me neither.
I guess I feel like you went first, so you got those topics like 5 minutes ago?
Ish.
That was pretty good. I think it was pretty good for having to come up with that shit in 5 minutes. I don't know. I'm the horrible at comedy also, so I don't think I could have done.
Thank you so much, Ray.
Well, no, I didn't mean also. I'm sorry.
You didn't mean exactly what you said.
No, I didn't mean you're bad at comedy. I'm bad at comedy. So, do you play Neopets for real?
Yeah, I still play.
I used to play Neopets when I was 12, because I was half a fag when I was growing up. But I didn't know it still existed.
Yeah, my boyfriend pays my subscription for me.
That's how they met.
Well, yeah, I don't know. That's awesome that you play Neopets.
Thanks.
That's all I got.
One more time for Paige, everybody. Let her hear it.
I also wanted to point out real quick that we do have an actual parrot in the audience, which...
That's why I made fun of parrots.
Well, for the people listening at home that didn't hear it squaw like the most of us did, it's pretty good.
Get it right, it's a macaw, okay? God damn it.
Apologies.
Stupid. You're a birdist. Alright, who's next?
Alright, our next comic coming to the stage this evening is Mr. Alex Tersek. Alright. Freedom ain't free, guys. Freedom ain't free. And then I was thinking, it is though. Like it's in the name. Free. Dumb. That's dumb. It's free. It requires nothing. Think about it. Next time we think of freedom ain't free. Dead wrong. Next card. Oh, this one was difficult to read. B-Rexit, guys. If you're in trouble, B-Rexit. Got it? Got it. Okay, I'll give you an example. It's like a B-Rex. A B-Rex is like a T-Rex, just better. It's a B-Rex. So if you're gonna B-Rex something, you're gonna attack your challenge like head on, all right? But you know, you gotta make your hands useless first. That's how you B-Rex something, all right? So if I were to use it in a sentence, it would be oh dude, did you see Jared win that pie eating contest? Yeah, he really B-Rexed it. Anybody like dancing? You guys dancing fans? Well, you look like a dancer. You look like you know how to cha-cha.
Big time.
Real smooth. I think alcohol is to dancing as flour is to bread. It's necessary. It's 100% required. It's not bread without it. Bread and alcohol and dancing. I think people say that you know, if you dance with someone, you can kind of tell if they're going to be good in bed or not. And I'm thinking like, well, I don't know, like dancing's very embarrassing and very public. So I think I might want to do the reverse. Like I'm going to have sex with someone before I dance. It's like, you want to go to a wedding with me? Well, we got to fuck first. You got to feel this out. I don't want you embarrassing me in the most intimate of times. Oh man, I get really annoyed with stereotypes. There's so many annoying stereotypes, like driving, like just so many driving like stereotypes. Like sometimes it's just like a tape deck, and like, man, that's terrible. Or an 8-track. Don't even get me started. But those are just, you know, like types of stereotypes. Like there are other stereotypes, like, you know, like terrible stereotypes, like the typical like black man, like, you know, walking down the road, you know, like carrying on his shoulder like a certain type of stereo. It's like blaring music. It's terrible. It's fucked up. I hate those stereos. My last topic was travel, and I didn't write anything. So I like to watch a lot of travel shows, though, and this is my impression of one of my favorite travel hosts. Hello, and welcome to my mother's basement. Oh, here we got a very cozy view outside of this tiny 6-inch window of the grass right in front of my mom's lawn. Oh, look, there's a dog turd. Okay, now we're going to go upstairs for lunch. What are we having today, Mama Steve's? And scene.
Keep it going for Alex just a second, right? You were done, right? Okay, I just making sure. Great.
I want to start my critique by saying I feel very awkward standing behind you while you're doing stand-up. I thought it was funny what you did with the whole dancing and sex thing, because it's true. Like when if you're good at dancing, you're good at having sex. Like when I dance, I embarrass myself, and when I fuck, it's also embarrassing. So, but you did good. Gold star. Here you go.
Thank you, sir. I really needed that.
Did you base like most of your cards around like the 90s? Your set felt very 90s to me.
I mean, no.
He did say 8-track. He went back to the 70s too. So.
Yeah,
It's true.
I mean, if you had like a used car in the 90s, it was probably from the 70s, though, right? Duncan, right? You would know.
It was you know, early.
How old do you think I am, Robert?
Alex, I think you're 24.
Oh, damn. Wow. Well done.
How old are you?
I'm 24. There you go.
Nailed it.
This is like the last week that you would be right too, bro. Like, congratulations.
For all the comments out there, it means he's got a birthday coming up, everyone.
Hint, hint, everyone. I like chocolates.
And he's a fantastic dancer.
I think overall, because I do like the whole stereotype thing where you went with that, and because it would have been really easy to do the typical stereotypes of Asian drivers, women drivers, but you went a whole different way. That was good. I totally expected you to go with the black guy, big dick to throw, but then you're like a bigger radio, like so we went back to the 80s. See, that's an 80s thing. The travel was funny. I think you could do a little bit more with that, with the travel. Each week he's someplace different. He's at his mom's house, and then the next week he was at his aunt's house because he got kicked out of his mom's house. And he's got
my family.
he's got an uncle that lives in Jersey. He's spending the summer with, but they're all in basements. I think it could be fun. All in all, I think you got some good stuff there. There's again limited amount of time to work on it, so good job. Give him a big round of applause, everybody. Alex, your snacks.
Next comedian coming to the stage. See if he's ready this fucking time. Travis Allen! Where are you, piece of garbage? Is he in the dumpster where he belongs?
He's selling someone a car in the toilet. Alright, pick another car.
Jesus Christ.
I know, right? Yeah, I listen.
You're fired, Travis.
We're so professional here.
Somebody's coming, running.
Oh, here he goes. Travis Allen.
Travis Allen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, I'm back, guys. I'm running a lot. Why am I picking this up? I'm gonna put my cards on it, guys. Oh, what? You're looking at me?
Shaking that ass.
Shaking that ass? Terrible impression. Terrible impression, you all know it. Regrets you'd have if the world ended tomorrow. Every single regret. Name a regret, I have it. Alex, name a regret.
I wish I had read more.
100%. I read like 3.5 books and I'm 23 years old. It's miserable. I would sit in high school and they'd have we'd have to read Ethan Frome or whatever, and they'd give you like 45 minutes to just read, and I would just stare at my desk and do nothing. I'm just staring at a thing. I'm basically reading. Like all I have to do is open the book and I'm reading, but I refuse to open that goddamn book. And I just stared at a desk and wasted my time. I'm a little high energy right now. Should I turn it down a little bit? No! Changes my mind. But yeah, I have a lot of regrets. I regret sort of who I am and the personality I've created over these years. And just sort of the base human being I've become. So if the world ended tomorrow, I feel pretty bad. In a lot of profound, meaningful ways. I look like a terrible dad. Like, why am I dressed like that? I look like I'm about to tell you what you can or cannot do under my roof. Which, first off, no boys, okay? No boys allowed in my roof. Get those boys out of my roof. Keep those milkshakes away so they can get out of my yard, too. No boys! 2016. Terrible dad. 2016. No boys. That's what I would do if I. And my running mate is worst stepdad. Actually, it's actually I get a divorce and then you get a worse me, which is sort of how it would work if I died in office as terrible dad president. All right, regrets. Black Lives Matter is a pretty serious, important thing, and we should take it seriously. That's all I have to say about it. But how about this? How about? Sort of. I don't really have a lot of jokes on that. This is conspiracy theories. Hey, girl, you want to get Illuminati? You know what I'm saying? Get out back. You know? Maybe get a sweet 9/11 was an inch-high hand job, you know? Go back to my place, watch Loose Change. Fuck each other? I don't know. I'm trying, this is how I would flirt with a conspiracy theorist. This is what I'm doing right now. It's pretty good. I think, are any conspiracy theorists in the house super wet right now? That's all I'm trying to That's all I'm trying to figure out. Are you? Are you a conspiracy theorist? Are you sopping wet? Let me know. Dial up the energy, Travis Allen. All right, conspiracy theories. Roast the panel. That's one of the cards. Hey, Ray. Hello, Ray. Oh, it's a shame about Ray. Don't touch your microphone. Okay, you can touch it again, actually. Oh shit! No, that's gross. Ray looks. You look like you just got back from a Black Dahlia Murders concert. Actually, that's not so much funny as it is just like exactly what's fucking.
This is accurate, probably.
Yeah. Did you actually just get back from one of those?
I like metal, so yeah. I guess
That's a great
I always came back from a metal concert.
I like metal. I don't even know why I roast you. It's like talking to a cinder block. What's up, Robert Fox? Speaking of cinder blocks.
How you doing, Travis?
Hey, this is great. We're on the 7-Eleven coffee pussy eating hour, whatever this thing's called. Right? Dirty gas station brew, lick it up. Well, that's gross. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. I didn't want to say that. It just happened. I have a terrible brain. Dr. J, how are you doing?
I'm good, man.
It's weird. I actually sell cars, and you still look like you do it more than I do. Like you still look like more of a. You still look like you'd sell me a shitty 2008 Sebring, even though that's exactly what I did to an old couple last night, and I'm still bummed out about it. So yeah, I roasted you guys pretty good. How do you feel?
Roasted, well roasted.
Yeah, I took your heads off. Rap battle style.
Is it your last card?
No.
Damn.
This one says Disney, which reminds me of salesmen. Should buy a lot of stuff there. I work at a used car lot. I'm not happy about it either, guys. No one is. I work with a lot of salesmen, and like the thing about salesmen is they only know how to describe something if it's gay or badass. Like that's the only two words they know. Like if they saw something and it wasn't either gay or badass, they wouldn't fucking get it. Like they just like it would just like fade from their vision. They start drooling and thinking about Vietnam. Like it's not a thing they're capable of. You know, and but it's fair. It's like my grandma used to say, if something's not gay or badass, don't say anything at all, And that's sort of how these guys work. And they exclusively talk with like fart noises and like finger banging motions. Like that's all they do, Like, oh, that means like hello, and like a woo woo woo. That means like, hey, did you fill out the paperwork for that sale? And like that means like, hey, how is rehab? Just like all the questions salesmen ask each other. Did you finish that sale? Hey, how was rehab? Also, this one, it's like a weird. It's not even weird. I don't think you could do this to a vagina, but it's like a weird. Like they put their hand in it, and that means like, hey, can I have a cigarette? And that's all they ever ask. It's like I buy cigarettes just to hand them out to like other salesmen. It's like prison or 8th grade, I'm just like passing around cigarettes to seem cooler. Like that's what I'm doing here, and I'm going insane, and probably gonna quit soon. So yeah, that was my bit, guys. How are you feeling? Good night.
Keeping over Travis Allen, everybody. Let him hear it. I'll start it off. So Travis, good stuff. As always, I love your off-the-cuff stuff, especially when you've been thinking about that last bit all fucking day, clearly. It's been the bane of your existence as you were tucking your shirt in. But no, that was good. What I did like the whole conspiracy theory thing. I think it's something you can elaborate on, you can take away from this. I think it was funny stuff. The one I came up with was doggy style while watching Blackfish. I mean, I don't know. I think it could be fun. I think it did. Yeah, but other, all in all, like I said, this is a hard project. This is a hard thing, especially when you came in late. We called you up first, but all in all, I think right now, as it stands, in my opinion, this was the best set of the night so far. No offense, Alex and Paige, but there you go. All right, who's next?
I guess I'll go next. How does it feel to be on the other side of that versus the panel card?
It feels fine.
Feels fine?
It feels okay.
Fine.
Awkward.
I want to start off by saying the comedy is hard, especially when you're Travis Allen. And also earlier, I scratched my face on accident and I cut into myself, so bleeding a little bit. And when you said the 9/11 was an inside hand job, I started crying into my cut, and it burns really bad.
I think that's a compliment, really. I think.
Yeah, it made you
And I
cry
like
blood.
and I like the Illuminati. You're pun about that.
It's a very
Otherwise, you
There's
should
actually a
quit comedy.
store in Hollywood called Illuminati, and they sell fucking just out NAUGHTY,
Yeah.
and they sell nightgowns and
So that's where you got that from?
So they're stealing my bit.
Yeah, so you're a hack.
No, I'm great.
Get off the damn stage.
Travis Allen, everybody, let it hear. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you ready for the next comedian? Put your hands together, get some energy in this room. Come on, you ready for the next comic? Next comic coming on the stage. She wasn't sure if she could make it this week, but then she decided last minute that she was gonna fucking show up. So put your hands together. She's here tonight, Megan Foster.
Hey, bitches! But in a fun way. Not I'm not calling you names. You guys still like me, right? I've always wanted to be one of those people that can be like, bitches! I'm too uptight for that. My own sound like, bitches! Like that, and that's not good. Alright. Here we go. Red? I have one that says red.
Yeah.
And, red makes me think of, Clifford the Big Red Dog. That's just a kaiju, right? Clifford the Big Red Dog is the villain of that story. Okay, you learn your lesson at the end of the day, but you knock down a whole schoolhouse. Those children are highly injured. They will be inspired from the hospital. I think that maybe they should have had some sort of robotic suit to fight. Clifford the Big Red Dog. It seemed like they were pretty committed to trying to keep Clifford on the property, that they would have guarded it at all costs. I'm just saying, it's a good use for a robot suit to fight a giant monster. You don't get a lot of those. Come on, town of Pleasant Town. Guys, this is so hard. I have one of these that says jihad. I don't even like saying jihad. I think people who right now are waging a holy war are gonna feel real foolish in a couple hundred years. They're gonna be like, we shouldn't have done that. We really should have had our wits about us. Diplomacy is the way. That's what they'll say. But until then, I think we need a way to end jihads. I think one way would be to maybe just make jihads really lame by making dorky Muslim kids talk about jihad a lot. Get just 12-year-olds to be in school just I'm totally gonna jihad this wave. Just shut up! Real jihads are cool! But they're not. This one, creepy things guys say on first dates. Boy, do I have stuff for this one. Sometimes guys will say things to me that are just what the fuck? I had a guy who was just I'm not gonna tell you where I work, please stop asking. God, you're so creepy. I just want to spend time with you. Keanu Reeves. Keanu Reeves had so I really love Keanu Reeves. I moved to LA. I moved back because I'm not very good at anything. And Brevard County is just the place for me in that circumstance. I feel at home here. I'm like a Brevard County 7. I'm like an LA like 1.5. Like you cannot. Cause the thing about also, sorry, okay, yeah. What was I talking about? I don't remember.
Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, Keanu Reeves. When I moved to LA, I was like, oh shit, what if I like bump into Keanu Reeves? That would be cool. Keanu Reeves had like 4 ladies break into his house in the last year, and like only like one of them actually even saw a passing glance of him. I was like, I like those odds. Let's see. Hashtag All Lives Matter. No, they don't. Prove it. I think like Black Lives Matter as much as white lives, but like all lives in general. Just have you ever gotten to a grocery store? I'm always just like, I hate all these people. Sometimes one of them will like say something to me and I'll have to just be like, how's your day? And I'll have to go home and take a nap just so I can recover. I would love the world if it was just me. I prefer that, but it's hard to admit that when there's other people around judging you with their eyes. That's a problem I run into with not caring about the sanctity of life. God, it's hard, guys. You guys are cool though. Don't worry. I hate this so much. I didn't even know. I should have just brought my old jokes. Feminism is crazy, right? Yeah. Because like feminism, right? Like feminism is good for ladies, like of course, but like feminism could be like really good for you guys if you let it, you know? Like we just want to let you, like if you want to watch Say Yes to the Dress, I just want to make sure you're allowed to do that. That's my goal. Like guys are allowed to do all kinds of things. Like they can't suck each other's dicks, and like I don't think that's fair. Like we shouldn't have these kinds of signals in society. Everybody suck each other's dicks.
Missouri's the only one clapping.
I think this is the loneliest I've ever been. I'm not doing great. And in conclusion, that is all. Thank you
Foster,
all
everybody.
for your time.
How you feeling, Megan?
I've been better.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting you to show up tonight, so I just had to like write down 5 cards for you real quick.
Okay.
And I was like, what is something that she'll really like and something that she'll probably hate me for? I think I hit all those marks.
I hate you for all of this. I hate all of you. I hate everyone. I don't. No.
I want to start by saying comedy is hard for everybody, especially when you have to come up with stuff off the top of your head. But I thought you did really well. I thought your Clifford the Big Red Dog whole thing was. Did you have to come up with that tonight, or is that like a? Yeah, clap it up for her, guys. That was good. That did not get enough, I thought. But yeah, comedy's hard. Megan Foster, you guys. Duncan J.
I think again, like Ray said, that, given the amount of time that you guys get to write these things, it is difficult. It's very difficult. But what you guys make out of it is what's good, because you can actually literally take that Big Red Dog, that Clifford thing, and just work on it and make it even better. Just like I was talking to him about the conspiracy theory, and I said something to Alex, I don't remember. But the Clifford or Big Red Dog thing was good. I think you could go a little bit further with the suck everybody dick, bit. The feminism bit, because I mean, like there are double standards. You know what I mean? Like you actually got a bit about that already. I think you can go deeper with that. I think if you need to know anything about jihad, you can talk to Muhammad about it. I like the idea of you like creating a commercial making jihad not cool, kind of like the anti-smoking, like an anti-jihad thing. You know, you have a campaign of former like radical Muslims going, "It gets better," you know, something along those lines. I don't know, but all in all, good job, keep it going, clap it up, everybody.
All right, you guys ready for more show? Yeah? All right.
Oh, listen, we want to be here as much as you do, so make some fucking noise, please.
Yeah.
There you go. If people standing in the back, there's some tables up here, there's a couch over here. If you guys want to come sit down, just let you know.
Your next comic coming to the stage, he is the Hitler Youth of Brevard County. Give it up for Mr. Doug Scholler.
Hello. My first card was PTSD, and I suffer from PTSD, processing thoughts about statistical dynamics. It's a terrible overlooked disease in the Department of Nerds United. So, you know, because it's terrible, because you get bullied by people who get bullied. Secondhand bullying is a force that needs to be stopped. I took a card that I had last time I was on the show. It's drugs and pro sports. So I'm just gonna roll with pro sports. I think pro sports are cool, but they can make you hate people for no reason. So I parked my car, and I got out of my car, and I looked to the car next to me and had just this splatter of bird crap on this dude's door next to me, just right on the handle. And I was like, oh, that sucks. But then I looked inside and I saw the seat covers were decorated with the New England Patriots. And I was like, yeah, you motherfucker deserved it. I bet you cheated on your final exams. Right. I really kind of just rolled with this last bit that I wrote. I wrote it, in fact, really earlier today. I picked a card. It said doppelgangers, and I just had a doppelganger story that I just had. My friend sent me a picture of this dude that she saw at the gym. And he had a red hat on, a hat that I often wear. He had a complexion, you know, not super white, but has the potential to get a tan. And he had the same kind of haircut line in the back. And I was like, wow, that looks a lot like me. And she said, oh, Doug, I didn't know you were here, haha, whatever. And then she added, wow, like, he's kind of hot, like, I might just go talk to him if I weren't so sweaty. And I thought about that for a little bit. I hadn't been called hot in my entire life. Not like explicit hot, like, oh, he's hot, like, here, and everybody, like, raises glasses and cheers. No, I like to think that girls, like, said, oh, he's pretty hot, but then, like, thought, I'm gonna keep that to myself, I don't need to be judged by my friends. So, really, I thought about this, and I hadn't been called hot before, but suddenly this dude who looks like me is. So I'm like, what the hell? And then I looked closer at the picture, and you can see in relative size that he could reach the pull-up bar without jumping a little bit. So he was a little bit taller than me, like he had me by a couple inches. Now, I've seen scientists measure distances of galaxies. Billions and billions of light years away, billions of light years, millions of light years across. But let me tell you, there is no greater distance in the difference between 5'6" and 5'10". Because that goes from white dwarf to exploding supernova real quick. Let me tell you that.
That's really the end of my last story. That's all for me. Thank you.
Keep it going for Doug, everybody.
Was that stuff from the bucket, or was that just your?
I conveniently had a doppelganger story for the card that I had.
Oh, okay.
And then I just wrote the PTSD and the sports one.
Oh, you got it from PTSD and then sports. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I don't really know what to say. I thought it was funny. I don't know. Maybe do something different with your hair, but the stand-up was good. The stand-up was good.
Sorry. I'd like to apologize for my introduction when you were coming to the stage.
Oh, that's quite all right. I have to represent the county population, you know. At least part of the percentage.
I like how you took PTSD and turned it into something that wasn't actually depressing. That was a good turn, and like with topics like that, it's really hard to do stuff like that. So congratulations.
The PTSD, that was good. I like the phrase "secondhand bullying." I think that was clever. I think you could actually even elaborate on that a little bit, maybe talk, give an example of the guy that got picked on, then picking on you, and he got thrown in a locker, and maybe you got thrown in a pool. I don't know, or a trash can or something. I don't know. It was good. I like that. And the doppelganger story is good. I thought you were gonna go a different way. You think he's hot, why won't you fuck me?
Right, right.
Like it was kind of alluded to, but you never really really. So I think elaboration on that was good. Will be good. So all in all, good job. Yeah, everybody, give it up for Doug. Thank you.
All right. Next comedian coming to the stage right now is Bob Wheelo!
Unlike most of the comics today, I really like the cards. Because the oldest comic here, I need to have these little brain games to push off the dementia. First card, Overwatch. Well, that's a classic military definition of covering fire for the advancing troops. But the modern definition is male servers must receive extra training getting their orders straight while they're overwatching the boobs of their customers. Next one is kind of long. Things women do that would be weird if men did them. In 2016, become president of the United States. Really, though, think about it. Blue. Aren't you blue with the choices we have this year? A blowhard braggart and a lion crook. It's time to draft the Libertarian candidate. Gary Johnson, as governor of New Mexico, because I was there, he's for legalizing weed in 2000, 16 years ago. If you love weed, you'll love Gary. Last one, I got a joker, a blank card. Well, I got some personal news. On July 1st, I made the playoffs. Medicare. That's my set.
All right, keep going for Bob Wheelo, everybody. I'll start off. I gotta say, Bob, every time you do a set, it's like you're teaching a class. On what, I have no idea. But did you used to be a teacher?
Yes, sir.
And he's former military, so yeah. Don't call me sir. I work for a living. Anyways, no. So So like it's just interesting how you took the Overwatch and then turned it. You went to like a definition and then you turned it into a pun. I like that was fun. I love how you went like straight into the politics too. That was interesting. And by love I mean didn't really get it, but but how you went like aren't you blue about the candidates and then you went straight into your libertarian pitch. Field of Johnson. I think that's his new slogan. I don't know. All in all, again, you got here, you got the cards, you did your thing. Good job. One more time for Bob Wheeler, everybody. Next, who's next?
I thought it was funny. As soon as you said Overwatch, the little group of millennials that's sitting in the back of the room automatically thought, oh, we're going to talk about video games today. That's the new video game that came out like 2 weeks ago. And then you went completely off course and they exactly lost interest right when you started talking about military and stuff like that.
It's all about perspective.
But I really like your approach to transitioning the cards and then transitioning into like Gary Johnson stuff. He needs more fanfare and representation, so that's good that we're getting him out there. So thank you.
I like Robert said, I think it's funny that I'm pretty sure whoever wrote the Overwatch thing was talking about the video game. But yeah, I like that you actually are such a nerd, you know the actual literal definition, and we're able to explain that.
Dude, he's actually former special forces.
Oh really?
No bullshit.
Alright, well, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut then.
One more time for Bob Wheeler, everybody. Let him hear it. Come on. All right. Next comic coming to the stage. You guys ready for more show? Come on. Let me hear you. Make some noise. You ready for more show? Everybody say hell yeah. All right. That's what I'm talking about. This next comic coming to the stage. He's not here very often, but when he is, I like watching him work. Put your hands together right now for Michael Parker.
Thank you. I just want to say it's a great honor to have you guys judging me. It's great. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's totally not more pressure than, just coming up here normally. So, I recently lost my glasses on a cruise. So I decided to make the full transition in my life. I'm no longer going to be a nerd. Thank you. The path is long, but I will walk it. My first step to doing that, no longer will I refer to them as GIFs. They're gifts. Anybody want to fight me about it? GIFs. GIFs are fucking everywhere on the internet now. It's no longer a nerd thing, and nerds want to call them GIFs. Like, that's the right way to say it. For fucking nerds, maybe. The thing about GIFs are, they only have like a very set amount of legitimate uses, really. As no longer a nerd, the only good uses for them, sports! Watch a sport game, make a GIF of it. There's animals. It can either be cute animals for ladies, or vicious animals fighting for not nerds like myself. I like to watch, nature destroy itself. And the good parts of porn. That's an important use of GIFs. There's a lot of bad uses of GIFs though. Some are just cruel. There's one of my favorite GIFs back in the day was a video of a kid getting hit in the face with a soccer ball. And I would watch that just over and over. It was my favorite fucking thing. But that's not okay anymore, guys. Not anymore. What the fuck did I write? Oh, the worst thing about GIFs though now, they show the bad parts of porn too. I can't be the only person that does not think a butthole being stretched is an attractive thing to watch. I refuse to believe that. In my quest of not being a nerd anymore, I have to change my attitudes about movies. I can't like, I can't critically watch movies anymore. That's some nerd shit. My frat brother preacher told me this would be good for me. Star Wars sucks. Hey, this isn't easy, man. Just let me. The Lord of the Rings movies. Lord of the Rings movies are too long. What? Elves are gay. Oh God, this is hard. There'll be blood pouring. Okay. Leaving my nerdhood behind, there are only certain video games I'm allowed to play anymore. No longer will I traverse the plains of Azeroth, wherever the fuck. No longer will I play StarCraft or stupid indie games that people like to play. The only games I can play are Call of Duty, Halo, brother. Thank you, Doug.
Yeah.
The thing about World War II games, they have weird achievements, and they like change depending on where you are. Like in America, when you like complete an achievement, when you kill like 1,000 people that are helpless, it like explodes. It's like overkill. You did it. Fuck the Jews. When you play the German version of the game, you do it, and then the game's just over. And they say, "Think about it. Think about what you did. This game is over." The Japanese version just says, "What are you talking about?" I don't know. I drink a lot. Not like a lot. I'm not like an alcoholic. It's just when I do drink, I tend to drink like a lot. I'm a big guy. It takes a lot for me to get drunk, and it's unfortunate. Which is why my family's cruise we just went on was especially hard for me. I'm recently, or not recently, in the near future, I'm going to be moving. I was trying to save money, so I didn't really buy any drinks. So I just stole my brother-in-law's. He would drink half of them, he'd look the other way, I'd grab it, and no man, I got a Bahama Mama too. The problem is my sister is also a cheapskate. And it became this delicate ecosystem where he would drink half, then I would drink like a quarter, and then my sister would drink a quarter. And then we just started drinking drinks off the bar. Like, once there's two people's like saliva in one drink, that's like okay. Once there's three, you might as well just start, mixing with the locals. I have not gotten myself checked yet. I was told mouth herpes was a thing. So no kissing my mouth, guys. Please. I'm also supposed to talk about the government, which one of the big things that's happened recently, there's a sit-in about gun control in Congress. You guys hear about that? Yeah. You guys, how cool is that? A bunch of Democrats standing up for their beliefs by sitting down. And it's like the best. That's the best protest ever. Like, I'm doing it! I'm an activist! And like, the crazy thing, it's like the smallest gesture you could do. Like, 2 minutes ago I was sitting right there, and now I'm sitting here and it's important. And they got comfy. Anyone like watch the Periscopes or like C-SPAN while it had it? They were bringing out blankets and pillows and sleeping bags. I think one of their mothers was making popcorn. They're going to put Zootopia up on a projector. That's all I got, guys.
Keep it going for Michael Proctor, everybody.
I really liked what you did with the World War II video game achievements. I had written that like as one of the last cards. I was like, let me just throw it out there. Let me see what somebody comes up with.
Yeah, that was real shitty, man.
I'm glad where you went with it because I never would have thought to actually do like 3 components to it. I was only thinking like America and Germany. I didn't even think about Japan.
See, that's your problem, man. You're all Western Japan. It was like the biggest thing.
And the one other thing with the sit-in, I thought it was ironic that like 30 out of the 50 senators all have like armed guards at their houses as well.
Did you say ironic or ironic?
Ironic.
Oh, I thought you were just going to say, I thought it was really erotic that 30 of 50 senators were women.
Have you seen Elizabeth Warren's Sports Illustrated cover?
Too many times.
I want to start off by saying best set of the night. Also, sweatiest fucking set of the night.
I'm a big guy.
You are an animal.
I'm gonna start wearing a sweatband at the shows.
please fucking do that. But no, your whole transitioning out of being a nerd thing is really good, I think, and the gift thing is funny too, especially since recently I experienced that. I was masturbating in a Walmart bathroom, and their Wi-Fi doesn't let you watch porn. But I was able to, on my 4G, just pull up the page. So I couldn't pull up the video, but I was able to get the GIF advertisement going. I had to masturbate to just the GIF. It worked though. Duncan?
First of all, I liked how you had a theme. Like you started with that whole not going to be a nerd thing because you lost. I like that you kept with it until you got to the movies, and the whole act out. That was hilarious. That was good stuff. I also like the fact that you didn't like a lot of the comics have been doing like card 1, card 2. I like how you actually made it feel like this was a set. You know what I mean? I think more people were paying attention at that time, except for obviously Evan Mornetti, who hasn't shut the fuck up since he walked in the goddamn room. But, you know, other than that, I think you did a really good job. I think a lot of this stuff, you could probably take it and hone it and like, make it really, really funny. Like the whole cruise thing about the drinks and stuff like that, that's funny. The sit-in, that was great. The whole act out with that. And I think the funny thing about that is the majority of the senators that are sitting in are going to need help getting up. That's my take on it. And as far as the GIF, and this is for you too, Ray, if you're on Twitter, they have like the 30-second GIFs of girl on girl.
30-second GIFs is a thing?
Yeah, it's like, little mini videos. You don't need Wi-Fi for it. Anyway, so let's see how I do that. Just sharing. All in all, I think you did a great job. Put your hands together one more time for Michael Parker, everybody. Let him hear it.
Ladies and gentlemen, how are you enjoying the show so far? Give it a round of applause. That's good. We have a special comic coming up for the stage next. He was the original Blue Power Ranger from Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Give it up for Christian Moore!
Hi, Christian.
Guys, let's I know it's been silly up here, right? Has it been silly? It was silly, right? It's been silly so far. Let's talk about something serious. Let's talk about sacrifice. Let's talk about human sacrifice. I think that the way things are going with Trump basically Trump. I mean, Trump. Like that's enough, right? That's like enough. Isn't that enough cause for alarm? Is Trump? Anyway, I think with Trump, I think that we need to go back to basics. We need to go back to what our forefathers practiced. We need to go back to the basics of the basics. Is anyone with me? Is anyone in on this human sacrifice train? Thank you. We're going to start with Paige. As a woman and a Jew, she's worth double. So, blood god, there you go. Harvest for 2 years, thanks. And honestly, I think that if we start, that seemed to work for a long time. We were able to build a lot of things. We were able to build a lot of pyramids. You know, a lot of great things. Can we make America great again? Can we start sacrificing people to dark gods? Come on! I want to get into the Illuminati. Do you understand? I'm done with this. I don't like this bar thing going on here. Hello? I don't like the camaraderie. I don't like the people. You're great. I don't like you. It's not personal. It has nothing to do with that. I have a trajectory and I have a career path, and I'm upwardly mobile. I'm sorry. I'm moving on, Melbourne. I am going to be in the New World Order. Novus Ordo Seclorum, okay? Get with it. Read it. It's on the back of your dollars. You know, those things you're spending on beer right now? Wasting away. There's a pyramid on the back of every single one, and it's built on human sacrifice. That's where that floating eye comes from. Sometimes to make a pyramid, you have to get a few eyes. That's just a fact if you've ever looked at the back of a dollar. Is any of this sinking in, Doug? God damn it. Blood, god damn it. I want to be president. Oh, very funny, huh? The weird little comedian with his philosophy and his human sacrifice and his floating eyeball pyramid. He wants to be president. Because I think we could change this nation. First of all, here's the thing. We're going to get rid of the holidays that don't matter. All right? Christmas. First of all, because can we be honest that like Christmas isn't even a holiday anymore? Like it's like a thought pattern. It's like mental herpes. Like Christmas is always like after you're done with Christmas, you're just sort of like worried about the next Christmas. You're worried about the previous Christmas because you just spent a whole fuck-ass ton of money on people you don't particularly like that much. And then you're worried about the next one because now you have to worry about what they're going to want fucking next year. Why did we agree to do this? Why did we all agree that we're just going to spend like way too much money on everyone? How does that work? I don't understand. First things first, get rid of Christmas. Sacrifice Santa Claus to the blood god. Amen. We'll bury him beneath the pyramid. Another one I'm going to get rid of is Kwanzaa. Sorry, it basically got rid of itself. I don't have to do much work. Honestly, it's just paperwork at this point. Thank you. Yeah, it was invented in the 60s. It's not a real thing. It's Kwanzaa. None of them are real, by the way. All of them. We can, honestly, fuck them. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of all of them. Get rid of Grandma's Day. Get rid of Yom Kippur. Get rid of President's Day. Get rid of Ramadan. I don't care. Get rid of all of them. They don't matter. Okay? They just distract us from the human sacrifice. Somewhere along the way, we stopped all of these religions, all of these holidays. They call it human sacrifice. You just want to keep living a lie. That way they call it human sacrifice. You just want to keep living a lie.
Alright, hey guys, you're probably wondering why the audio got cut right there. We were having some audio issues at Players Club tonight, and I just wanted to give you guys a quick update about everything. I'm going to try to fix this. I'll be going away to Chicago for a week next week, but in the meantime, I'm here with Ray Burrito, who is our special co-host tonight.
Hey guys.
And our spotlight for the night, who was Jay Alvarez, who you guys have heard.
Spotlight now.
Yeah, that was spotlight. Hey,
you closed out the show.
That's just because my name was the last one out of the bucket, but I'll take it. Whatever.
But I wanted to talk to you guys. We had 3 comics close out the show. I just finished Allison Hamilton. Her review is going to be up after this.
The girl comic.
She was funny. I liked her.
No, she's good.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
She thought you and Duncan were assholes.
That's fine. Girls are yucky anyways.
Next, we'll tell you how to give yourself the cootie shot. Here's a spoiler alert. Circle, circle, ...
But I just wanted to get a quick review of just how you guys thought the night went, and just overall, how do you feel about this kind of show, and where do you think this could be improved and stuff like that?
It stinks. And bonus points to anyone who can catch that reference. I was saying...
Critic.
Thank you! Yes! Not everybody really enjoys the genius that is John Lovitz in animation.
I like it.
Oh man, I like it. I was telling Ray earlier. I like it's a great writing exercise. It's a great way to get out of your own element and write about topics you normally wouldn't write about or ever think of to write about.
And that was one of the premises we had, was just it's a writing exercise, and the comics are coming in to do they're coming in to write, do new material, and then as the panel, it's our job to push you forward and be like, all right, here's what you can take from this. Put it out there into the world and make it your own. You have something here. And we saw that tonight with Muhammad's set, which was aptly described as Duncan as roller coaster going up to the top, and instead of coming back down with, your punchline, his clicks back 3 times and then stops there.
Yeah, that was pretty funny analogy.
Yeah, it was the best analogy I've ever heard. But, he has a perspective that I wouldn't even say none of us have. I mean, you guys probably have the same perspective for some stuff, but I can't relate to a foreign perspective on really American topics.
Mm-hmm.
If Muhammad's gonna write a joke about Tinder, it's gonna be so I was
women get stoned for this where I come from.
Yeah, where I'm just so I was swiping right all night and I didn't hit anything. Herp derp derp, and it comes out as shitty as possible, but having that other perspective to me is really important. And taking that out into the world, making it your own, I feel like is the basis of what we're trying to do. We want to make the comedy scene here better. We want people to make better jokes. We want it to be something that people will come to and be like, hey, I really like these group of comics, let me follow them around when they do their shows here.
Right.
And I think you accomplished it very well, Jay.
I just have fun with it, man. That's really what it is. I really like the challenge of it. I like coming up and being able to deliver it really well. I didn't get the greatest response tonight from it, but I think the consensus was, you should have got the crowd should have given a better response than you got. And that's, I take that on, 1, there was literally 5 people in the crowd by the time I went on stage.
Yeah.
And 2, it was hastily written stuff that I didn't really have time to polish up. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to take a lot of that material that I used. I'm pretty confident in it. I got laughs. It just wasn't uproarious laughter because you're not going to get that from 5 people.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love it. I have a blast with it. It's always fun to do. This is the 3rd time I think you've done it, and I've done every one of them just because I enjoy coming out and forcing myself to write outside of my element.
And being that, I just heard you on Ray's podcast talking about how it is your dream to be a writer. Putting yourself through that task and through those trials, it'll make you a better writer.
Right.
Pushing yourself into doing I don't really feel like doing this, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah.
Getting that out there is really what most writing is. It's, you know, trying to get to the next page.
You're prompted into it. Like, if you're like a staff writer for a network or for a TV show, you're not a head writer. You'll get the head writers coming in and saying, hey, this is what the episode's about. Let's go. And like, all right, well, shit, now you're being prompted to write about something that maybe you may not write about. And that's exactly what this is. And yeah, I absolutely appreciate it and take it for everything I can out of it. You know, I'm not doing it just so I can come out and have an excuse to get out of my house on a Tuesday. I'm doing it because it's going to make me a better writer at the end of the day. Yeah.
And you had mentioned something to Muhammad.
He's pointing at Ray for the people who can't see him pointing.
Yeah, I sometimes forget this is an audio podcast.
I mentioned that he gave me a stomachache.
Yeah. And Ray,
that was just a joke. I don't have a stomachache actually. But.
And you're the guy that talks about like, oh, I came in this girl's ass one time, and everybody looked at you just like, you have a stomachache? And I mean, I knew you were joking, but like, there are people. Even Duncan was thrown off. Was like, what? So, you know, being that, you know, you had the opportunity to put the information out there, do you think, you know, having the time to reflect on it now, is there anything else you would have said to, you know, either Muhammad or, you know, any of the other comics tonight?
As far as Muhammad, I have a problem. It might just be me because I'm kind of an asshole, but I have a hard time. Like, he has trouble with English, which is not a secret, but it distracts me a lot, and it makes it hard for me to focus, and that might just be me. I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a good listener. I'm not a good audience member in that respect.
Hear that, Caucasians? Latinos hate accents too. Learn to speak English.
I mean, if I can understand like what he's trying to get across, then I can still appreciate the joke. But if like I was telling him when we were doing my podcast, it's like I feel like the delivery has a lot to do with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you can have a killer premise, but if your delivery is not only good, but you have to be confident about it, then it doesn't really matter. But
and I mean, just overall, like, I want to go back a little bit. Christian set, I was listening to it. It literally cuts out like right at the end there.
Of Christian Morset?
Yeah. The human sacrifice.
Really remember. Oh yeah, Christian always does weird. He seems like he's doing performance art sometimes, and instead
that's very accurate. Yeah,
he's a record player, and the Mighty Mouse theme song away from being performance art.
Yeah, he's one of my favorite comics in Brevard for sure, and I think he's hilarious. But like Duncan said, he's very angry, which is good. When he channels it properly, it's stellar.
I get like a.
But tonight, like I said a million times, it's hard, especially comedy's hard in general. But when you're picking stuff out of a bucket and you have to come up with, you got to be funny about a topic that you might have never even thought of. It's fucking hard, but it's an exercise like anything else. So it's good that we do it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's hard. So it's hard to do, and it's also hard to judge people and say, oh, they could have done better or they should have done better, because.
And that's why I try
it's
not
difficult.
That's why I try not to be judgy about it. I try to be encouraging. I try to give people like. You know, when I was writing...
Something constructive,
when I was writing this topic, I was thinking, all right, maybe it can go this way. And I wanted to see if I would be the end-all result.
Yeah, it's interesting to see where other people go with different, you know, a topic that you thought something totally different about or whatever.
Yeah, and that's the good part about this is, you know, I'll write specific topics because I know that there will be people on this show. I'll be like, all right, you know, if they get this, I know that they can take it and run with it. You know, I don't have to worry about, you know, giving them advice about it. They already have it. But then you get Muhammad meeting your his initial saying is meeting your Herbies, but what I wrote was meeting your heroes. So, which I thought that was really good. So I'll have to keep that one. But like he'll get.
Which if Herbie the Love Bug isn't one of your heroes,
yeah,
you're already living life wrong anyway.
Yeah. But like he'll get he got like 4. He'll get like yeah we are. If he gets 4 out of the 10 solid premises that are in the bucket, and he doesn't do anything with them, or if it goes in a way that I wasn't expecting, those are 4 topics that I could bring back again, or I could see if somebody else could do something with them. I like the idea of writing to certain people and then it going to other people to see how their mind plays with it.
Yeah, you wrote that kidnapping one for me, didn't you? Or
no, I wrote the kidnapping...
Or wait, I wasn't even on the thing, so you probably didn't write any of them for me.
I wrote the kidnapping one for Megan Foster, and that was before she bumped herself and then jumped back on.
Oh, okay.
Because she has a funny bit, and I really wanted... I wanted to hear it again because I haven't heard it in like 3 weeks, and the other part is I know she uses that one a lot, so I wanted to see if she had a tag for it and see if she could build from it.
Yeah.
But, there's things like advantages of having a vagina. That's for all the women in the crowd. Like, take that and run with it. You know what you got to do.
I would have loved to have that topic.
Yeah.
Oh, I know you would have.
I would have done so much with
like
that.
to have that more than women.
Oh, yeah.
But I think it's good overall. It's good. Like the bucket night. It's see tonight the same way as the bucket night. It's good because it forces us, like we've been, Jay said, and it forces us to write, and it keeps us from going stale or like just sticking to the same bullshit. Or somebody might be like in a rut where they're like they might be trying to write, but you can't come up with anything good, and then you get like something get a topic out of the bucket and it sparks something, and you're like, oh, I can do something with this, and that's we need that.
Or even somebody with Doug getting the dealing with PTSD card. You killed it last time because you got it, and you had told me that, and I'm talking to Jay here.
Yeah.
Audio podcast, folks. You had told me, you were like, if anybody else would have got this and they shit the bed, it would have been bad because it is a very touchy subject.
Mm-hmm.
But Doug picked it up, and because of his schooling background, because of the field he works in, he automatically took it and turned it into something that only he would know.
Some nerdy ass. What was it?
I forget. I'm gonna listen to it later, but I know it was good. And I laughed. I was just like, "Fuck, he did it." I didn't think anybody else would be able to do it a different way, but he went and he did it. So retire that card.
Doug, I actually think out of all like the newer comics, I think Doug is definitely one of the funniest.
Yeah.
He's really fucking funny.
I like Doug. Doug's funny. I just want to give him a little dog named Pork Chop and a best friend named Skeeter.
Doug.
And introduce him to Patty Mayonnaise, and maybe she'll take his little virginity from him.
Do any of you guys watch Orange is the New Black?
No.
Yes.
Do you know the skinny lady, the old lady that does yoga?
Yes.
She does the voice of Patty Mayonnaise.
Shut up!
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yes, and I hear it now. Like, I'm hearing it in my head. Oh, man, that's awesome!
And I was like, I want to tell someone so bad.
Oh, that's awesome, dude. I totally hear it.
It's so weird.
That's amazing. I have like the most astounded look on my face for those of you guys that can't see me right now. I look like I just found out Santa Claus is real. That's awesome.
Is he not?
I'm sorry, Ray. We're gonna need to have a conversation when this is done recording. You wipe the tears.
Into my cut again.
Oh God. But yeah. Other than that, I mean, I like hearing that people like the show. That people actively are just like, I like doing this because it gives me this opportunity. It puts me in a position where I don't have to do, not necessarily my own material. It's that I get to try something else as opposed to my own stuff. and it might even give me a chance to expand my stuff as well.
Yeah, like tonight I got the card that said clean underwear.
Mhm.
Oddly enough, I had a bit already that I had written out about having holes in your underwear that I was actually reminded of a little earlier today, to be honest. I'm like, oh, that's a bit I haven't done. I've never done. That's probably something I should do on stage. And today I got the card that said clean underwear. I'm like, well, that directly ties into this, so let's go with it. So it gave me an opportunity to do a bit that I probably otherwise wouldn't have ever done on stage that I had written. I probably wrote it about a year and a half ago. That's the first time I've ever done it on stage was tonight. And it went well. It's choppy, not polished by any means, but
for 5 people it did well, yeah.
Did all right.
Yeah.
I think overall it's good. The whole show.
I'm still in that last one because at this point you're not eating it.
It's just good exercise. It's a good exercise.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like the audience likes it. So if we can get better at comedy and people can laugh at it, then we all win.
Yeah. All right. So I think I'm just going to cut right over to Allison's review here. Thank you guys for staying a little bit later and helping me do this review real quick for everybody.
For sure.
All right. Talk to you guys later. Here's Allison. All right, guys, we're back with Cappuccino Cunnilingus episode 20. We had some audio issues earlier, and I felt really bad about it because 2 really great comics got cut from the show. Right now, I'm going to sit down with Miss Allison Hamilton. I really felt bad because she had a lot of people listening in for us on the live podcast, and her audio got cut. So I wanted to sit down with her and get a review of how the show went, and talk about some things that were talked about during the review.
Oh.
Welcome to the podcast again.
Thanks. What are we going to talk about exactly?
Just want to do a quick review of your set, and just want to go over, especially because I feel bad about the whole everything cut. But let's talk about your set real quick. Do you remember what cards you had, or do you have your
I had
paper?
Fire, which was a bad card, because what can you say about Fire? And I did a terrible weed joke about the fire.
Mm-hmm.
You know I was supposed to be
Yeah, we're doing. Yeah, the audio got cut by 20 minutes. You could stay.
Oh, you
Stay, no, stay,
Yeah,
yeah.
stay.
I'm
It's
sorry, I
fine.
didn't realize you're doing the podcast.
All these people were listening, and they didn't hear you call me a whore.
I never called you a whore. I never called you a whore. I just said this wasn't your first time. And everybody else assumed that I called you a whore. I was like, she's got like 8 kids. What do you want me to do?
I will not confirm nor deny anything that I do not
Because
have.
a woman just made an implication, and he knows better.
Did I actually say the word whore?
No.
I rest my case.
The word whore was not said out loud.
Well, not by you. Somebody else said it.
It's probably somebody in the audience.
Alvarez said it. Alvarez said it.
Yeah.
Um,
But yeah, Fire, Bromance.
Romance, vegans, pets, and Nixon, which was my personal favorite.
Yeah, I really liked your Nixon joke about how the one chick was. Can I say the joke? Do you really?
I
do you
can
care?
say the joke. It's my
then-
joke. What are
yeah,
you trying to do?
Tell the joke. Tell the
What are you,
joke.
what are you, Nixon? You trying to steal shit from me? So I was talking about all these signs, apparently Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces, that are serial killers, apparently.
Mhm.
And the girl was offended, and I said I was a Capricorn, and she was like, well,
Another way to stereotype you based on your...
Thank you, Doug Scholler.
Nixon was a Capricorn.
Uh-huh.
And I said that he had desegregated the schools, he ended the draft and the war in Nam, and he brought huge strides in gender equality, and yet it all got overshadowed for Watergate, which means basically all of my achievements all the time get overshadowed by shit I fucked up. So Nixon is my spirit animal, and I will stand by that, because he definitely is my spirit animal.
It's funny.
I really like his haircut too.
The only reason I put Nixon in there was because I was looking through my junk drawer full of stuff that I don't care about anymore, and I came across a Nixon Agnew pin from his campaign that I had found at my aunt's house. I was looking at that, I was like, fucking Nixon, that'd be great. Nobody's gonna know what the fuck to do with that.
I was so happy. This was the favorite card, the only card that I liked, Nixon. And then Oh, and then I get this pets one, which is cool because I have a bunch of pets.
I liked your pet. I liked your whole thing with pets, and then I had the addition of you should throw the kids at the end of it because that would just add on to the and the kids.
And I told you that would insult my pets, and I would not do that to them. I'm very smart animals. I have smart kids too, but the dogs are better behaved. I taught them to shut the door on command because the kids wouldn't do it.
Dogs are smart. People don't give them enough credit.
I was also somebody did the Neopets joke earlier in the show, and I thought about that. Paige.
Yeah.
I have had Neopets so long that my Neopets do not have numbers at the end of their names.
Really?
They have real names: Matilleric and Elysian.
Shit.
I remember when Bruce was not a penguin; he was a little man in a tuxedo. That was 20 years ago.
Oh my god.
I'm pretty sure I had a job once where I got fired because I was playing Neopets all day instead of doing my job. It was for a law firm, so it was okay.
Oh, that's great.
You're doing that 20 years ago. You had like dial-up internet. You had to be wait to play your Neopets.
Yeah.
It's spoiled now. They have it just on app.
Yeah. Actually, Neopets isn't an app yet. I'd wait for that one. And then you had said something. You had said something about zombies, and I still don't remember what I was gonna.
I was talking about how I have all these mice, and I was going to use them as a food source in the zombie apocalypse. And then I was talking about vegan zombies, which is the terrible joke about how they would be saying grains instead of brains. And then the bromance thing about would bro zombies be like bros? Would they eat their bros before their hoes? Yeah, that was terrible also.
Well, most vegan zombies would only eat like 100% non-radiated organic greens anyway.
Only other vegans.
Yeah, they only eat other vegans because that's the only vegan food source left.
I bet that person has been eating GMOs. You know, zombies were people too, except the vegan ones.
Hashtag all lives matter.
Hashtag vegan stout.
My friend, when she was filling out her Tinder profile, she put right at the end, "I eat vegans for breakfast." I was like, perfect. You're gonna weed out.
She would fall under that crispy category in Tinder, huh?
Yeah. She's an interesting character. But other than that, did you enjoy the show tonight?
Yes, I thought this was very interesting since I'm visiting from out of town, and this is very different from what I'm used to.
Yeah, I know we started the.
I didn't chart. Maybe y'all did.
We shit the bed up there. We started the show a little bit later than normal. We were supposed to start at like 8 o'clock or 8:30. I think we started like 8:45, but we were waiting on our guest host and everything. So, normally we'd start a little earlier than what we did, but other than that, I think overall we had a good show, and you put on a great set, and I'm very happy that you were able to take part in this, because I don't think you're gonna be here for the next one, or if you are, it'll be like a day or two before you leave.
What day?
It's the last Tuesday of July.
Which
it's like 20. It's like 26th or 28th or something.
Yeah, I'll actually be gone. I will not be here.
Yeah, so that even makes me even more glad that you were able to do this, before you left.
And it got cut.
Yeah, which is why we're doing this now. So.
Yay. Well, I had a lot of fun. This was fun to do. It's different.
I had written some cards down. I don't know if you'd be able to pick them out just randomly, but I'd written cards specifically for certain people. And I'm always like, that person's never going to get that card, but it'll be interesting if they do, because I'd hope they'd have material on it already, like written and everything.
So which card did you write specifically for me? Was it the advantages of having a vagina?
That was for all the women. I normally write very broad for most of them, but I did write Doctor Who specifically for you.
Writing very broad for women is kind of offensive.
God damn it. Calling me on my shit. All right, fine. Well, I wrote the Doctor Who one for you because I know you have the Doctor Who purse.
The Doctor Who purse.
But it was that one, and
this was my thank you for being my girlfriend gift from my fiance, actually.
No.
Which made me call all of my exes and ask them where the hell my thank you for being my girlfriend gift was. I know it's sappy. I'm sorry. Say something funny so it's not awkward.
I have to stop saying That's pretty funny.
Filler word. That was clever.
Yeah. I think I did pets for like you and Paige because I know she has like 20 cats or something.
It's a normal amount. Yeah. You either have 2 or you have 20. I mean, that's just standard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nobody has 3 cats.
We did. I mean, we did at one point.
Cool.
One ran away and one died.
Just step on it. That's
Yeah.
cool. I wanted you to step on that joke. That's why I put it out there.
Yeah.
It's just... Okay.
That's why I need to stick to hosting and not doing comedy. But other than that, I'm glad you were able to make it out to the show, and you're more than welcome to take this idea back with you and just adapt it for your own, and let us know how it works out, because I honestly think that more topic-oriented shows do better for up and coming, or not necessarily dead towns, but towns that you have to travel a far distance to get to, or you're going out of your way to be able to do something there.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, well, thank you for having me again.
Always, it's a pleasure. Maybe one day when I'm doing a world tour or something, I'll stop in Meridian, Mississippi.
Okay.
But until then,
don't.
This has been Cappuccino Cunnilingus episode 20, Allison Hamilton's review. I'll probably do Jay Alvarez's review when he's done with Ray Burrito and the Gallows Humor podcast, because they're recording outside. All right, peace, everybody.